Hello, Oilers fans. Austin here with the pregame report between the Edmonton Oilers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. This is the first official matchup between these two teams since December 14th of 2023. It has been almost a full calendar year since they last played each other, and the last time they did play each other, I'm sure a lot of Oiler fans have tried to block this out of their memory, but I am going to bring back those memories. The Oilers lost 7-4. Now, Tampa that night had two empty netters. The Edmonton Oilers outshot the Lightning 57-24, and Steven Stamkos ended up with 4 goals for the Lightning. It was one of those games where the Oilers had just gotten back to 500 after their terrible start, and they absolutely just poured it on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Just poured it on, and they were unable to beat Vasilevsky more than 4 times. Vasilevsky that night, he gave up 4 goals, but he still had a .930 save percentage. Absolutely incredible. The last time these two teams played, of course, as I mentioned, it was a 7-4 game, and the time before that, I believe the score was 6-4. So these two teams, they put up a lot of goals against each other, usually, but the Oilers have lost 7 of their last 10 overall against the Lightning. It's going to be an interesting game to watch, so let's get into the pregame stats, the lineups, the game predictions, and that sort of thing. If you end up enjoying this pregame report, make sure to smash the like button, and if you end up really liking it, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because oh my God, I have to calm down. I'm all excited here, about to announce that I will be doing a live stream tonight, a live stream commentary for this game, and I'm very excited. So I will be going live at 7 p.m. Mountain here on YouTube, and if you want to join in on the fun, join the live chat, share your memes. I mean, the chat is always just full of memes and completely just unhinged. Seriously, you guys are so funny, and it is so much fun to hang around with, and I cannot wait for the live stream tonight. So if you're looking forward to that, also hit the like button. But with that all out of the way, let's get to the projected lineup. Now, as of the recording of this video, this lineup is not official. This is not the official lineup card that has been submitted. The Oilers have yet to even do their morning skate as of the recording of the video. So projected lineup, I'm assuming it'll be very similar to that St. Louis Blues game. Nugent Hopkins with McDavid and Zach Hyman on that top line. McDavid, of course, is red hot right now. Zach Hyman also red hot since coming back from his injury. And Ryan Nugent Hopkins, his game is starting to turn it around as well. And for the Oilers, they will find a lot of success if Nugent Hopkins is able to contribute on the score sheet. But it's not just the score sheet that Nuge has been able to find lately in terms of getting a few points. It's also his advanced metrics, his defensive metrics. They've been a lot better as of late, and that's a real good sign. Nugent Hopkins, we all know, has had a pretty poor start to his season in terms of his, what we expect from someone like him, but he is turning his season around. So is Zach Hyman, and Connor McDavid. It's Connor McDavid. He's been playing so good over the last couple of weeks. The Oilers have won 5 of their last 6 games, and a lot of it has to do with McDavid's play, so that's a real good sign. On the second line, we're going to have Vasily Podkolzin with Leon Draisaitl and Kasperi Kapanen. Now, Podkolzin, he was red hot. He had scored 3 goals in 3 games. However, he is goalless in his last couple, but that doesn't mean he's playing poorly. I still like his game. He's still in the right areas. He's still getting his nose dirty down in the corners. He's being physical, and his stick work in the defensive zone is immaculate. He's a real good player, real solid and smart in terms of his on-ice positioning, how to get his stick in the lane to block passes and prevent high danger chances against. Leon Draisaitl, same thing. Leon Draisaitl's advanced metrics this year have him in the Selke conversation for me. I think Leon Draisaitl, this is his best overall year as an Oiler, period. He's not putting up as many points as maybe in years past. However, his defensive metrics, his two-way game, this is the best it's ever been, and it is at an elite level right now. If Draisaitl keeps playing like he has, this team is going to go very, very far and have a lot of success. And, of course, on the right wing will be Kasperi Kapanen. However, don't be surprised if eventually someone like Connor Brown gets bumped back up there. Not that I think Kapanen has played poorly. I just think the team is trying to get different looks on that right wing in that top 6. And for Kasperi Kapanen, he brings a lot of speed, a lot of skill, a lot of tenacity. And he doesn't look like he doesn't fit there. However, just in terms of the roster fit, Knoblauch, you can tell he's still kind of juggling things around. You could tell in that third period against St. Louis, Knoblauch was trying to get a good fit and get a good feel as the Oilers were trying to shut that game down. So keep an eye on Kapanen tonight, see where he ends up going up and down in this lineup. Third line, Janmark with Henrique and Skinner. Now, Janmark, I think, has been playing good hockey. I like his tenacity. I like his defensive game, and I like him on the forecheck. A lot of times when Janmark has the puck and he's streaking up the side of the ice through the neutral zone, I think it's McDavid with just how fast he's been. Adam Henrique, he has really turned his game around as well. Henrique is getting on the score sheet, too. He's been getting a ton of points as of late. That's a real good sign for Edmonton. And Jeff Skinner, of course, I think his game, again, there's a lot of good signs here. Jeff Skinner, does he deserve to be in that top six just because of his play style? Absolutely. Jeff Skinner, you know what he is, and he needs to play with skilled players. Playing him in a third or fourth line grinder shutdown type role, you're not maximizing his value there. However, Skinner has been able to show that, he can be a little bit more than just a one-trick pony, just a goal scorer. He has played pretty good as of late. We'll see if that can continue into tonight's game against the Lightning. And then the fourth line, we have the old men of Corey Perry and Derek Ryan, and then, of course, Connor Brown is down there as well. But like I mentioned, Connor Brown likely gets a few shifts in that top six, maybe even on the third line as well. Connor Brown, he's been sniffing all over the blue paint lately. He should have had a goal the other night. It was a quick whistle from the officials, but Connor Brown, like I said, if he gets a hat trick, I'm buying his jersey. I really like Connor Brown's play this year, and some of his advanced metrics are top 5 on this team, and that's great, and I really want him to put that puck in the net just a little bit more. On defense, Ekholm with Bouchard, of course, top pair. Nurse with Stetcher likely, and then Kulak with Emberson likely. However, I always put Nurse and Kulak on this little graphic here because those two, as the game goes along, they seem to get some of the tougher matchups, and they've been utilized a lot more in terms of shutting players down. Not that Troy Stetcher has played poorly. In fact, I would say that's the complete opposite. Stetcher the other night with Darnell Nurse, they were fantastic together, and Darnell Nurse in general has really reestablished himself as a top pairing D-man. He's not getting the top pairing minutes, but in terms of his on-ice impact and some of the quality of the competition that he's been going out against, Darnell Nurse has played phenomenal hockey. Just very, very good, solid defensive hockey, and he's able to get on the score sheet every now and then, get an assist and all that stuff. So Darnell Nurse, I could not be happier. He has been playing really good hockey, and that's really, really good to see. In net, we're going to have Stuart Skinner get the start with Calvin Pickard as the likely backup. I don't think Pickard gets the start. However, like I said, every time I make these pregame reports, by the time I upload it and you all see it, the lineup's posted and something has changed. So if there are any updates, I will put it in the comment section below. It will be in a pinned comment. Now let's get to the game day predictions and stats. We're going to start with the Tampa Bay Lightning here. They are currently 14-9-2, and they are 6-3-1 in their last 10 games. They have an expected goals for at 5-on-5 of 50.80%, which ranks 15th in the NHL. Their power play is red hot, 26%, which ranks 7th in the league. Penalty kill, so-so, kind of middling, 79.7%, which ranks 17th. They score 3.92 goals per game, which ranks 2nd. This team puts the puck in the net. It doesn't matter what their advanced metrics are. This team is lethal. They have tons of shooters up and down the lineup. I think a lot of Tampa Bay fans were maybe concerned after losing Steven Stamkos in the offseason where a lot of that offense would come from, but they have found a way as a team to really put the puck in the net. This is a very, very dangerous team, a very good team, and for the Edmonton Oilers, if they are not defensively sound, Tampa is going to eat them apart. They're going to absolutely tear them into pieces, and we do not want to see that as Oilers fans tonight. Tampa, though, they do give up 3 goals against per game, which ranks 14th in the league. Tampa's Corsi 4 is 15th at 50.68%, and their shots for percentage is 49.14%, which ranks 21st in the league. So this is a team that will not completely dominate you with their possession metrics, the 5-on-5 play, but they have a great power play. They score, they have timely goal scoring, and I would argue Tampa is similar to Vegas in that they don't go after you with volume shooting. They're very calculated in where they're shooting the puck from on the ice, their puck movement. Players like Kucherov are just so dynamic, so dangerous. It doesn't matter if Tampa is getting outshot. They put the puck in the net. They have a good understanding of where they need to be, how to move the puck, and where to shoot the puck from, and then maximize their value that way. So, if you're someone that's really into the advanced metrics, it is always good to have a good understanding of what the advanced metrics might mean. Yes, Tampa, not a possession team in terms of, their dominance in maybe years past, but they are an efficient team. And in today's NHL, that can be just as good and or just as important. So I put a lot of stock into possession metrics, especially the expected goals for, but teams that are lower on that rank, that doesn't matter to me. Like, that doesn't matter entirely is what I should say. For the Edmonton Oilers, they are 15-10-2. It says 14-10-2. Give me 1 second here. I can quickly change that. I don't know why. I change this graphic every day, and for some reason, I always miss something. In their last 10, they are 6-3-1. Expected goals for ranks 4th in the NHL, 54.12%. Power play ranks 17th at 20.6%. The power play is now above 20%. This is exciting. The power play continues to climb up the ranks, which is great to see. Their penalty kill, they did give up a power play goal to St. Louis, so that has dropped a little bit back to 72.3%, which ranks 29th in the league. However, I would say over the last 3 weeks to almost a month, the Oilers' penalty kill has been absolutely phenomenal. So hopefully they can continue that trend as well. The Oilers, they score 3.04 goals per game, which ranks 15th in the league, but they are now down to a 2.93 goals against per game, which ranks 9th. The Oilers are now a top 10 team in goals against per game, which is absolutely outrageous to think about considering how poorly this team started at the start of the year. That first 3 weeks of the season was a disaster, but it's good to see that defensively and their goaltending has really turned it around. Corsi for ranks 2nd in the league, 54.94%, and shots for percentage, 55.54%, which ranks 2nd. Now, for the Oilers, in terms of shot volume, their shot suppression is always very good. In fact, the other night against St. Louis was only the 3rd time all season that they have been outshot in a hockey game this year. So the Edmonton Oilers, they are volume shooters. They shoot from kind of everywhere, and they also have their high danger looks because, their expected goals for is 4th best in the league. They get a lot of high danger looks. They're just not always able to bury them. They had a little bit more finish, and they're starting to get that finish here. Just getting rid of the Vegas game. We'll pretend that didn't happen. The finish is coming. The depth is arriving, and they're winning a ton of hockey games. Like I mentioned, they've won 5 of their last 6. This is a red-hot team. So my score prediction tonight, we're going to go 5-4 Oilers. I think it's going to be another high-scoring game, but I think the Oilers are going to come out on top, especially after losing that game last year where they had 57 shots, and they could only beat Vasilevsky 4 times in a 7-4 loss. And my players to watch tonight, I'm going to put Nikita Kucherov and Connor McDavid, the leading point scorers for both teams. I think it's going to be an absolute shootout. I think the 2 best players on each team are going to absolutely show up tonight. It's going to be so much fun. If you're going to the game in Edmonton, I am super jealous. These 2 teams, it is going to be an absolute shootout. I cannot wait. We're going to have so much fun on the live stream tonight. Make sure you tune in at 7 p.m. Mountain when I go live. We're going to have lots of fun, Oil Country. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Your support means the world. Make sure you tell someone that you love them. And of course, always fight like a kid. Always fight like Ben. Let's go, Oilers. We'll see you soon, Oil Country. Take care.